Welcome to Love's Retro Rumble, the show where we cover retro games, new games, and any other important gaming news. I'm Love, and each episode we explore the history of a retro game. In honor of the new movie being released, we're warping back to 2002. We'll be exploring a surprisingly action-packed title from my favorite era, the Game Boy Advance era. We're covering Disney's Lilo and Stitch for the Game Boy Advance. When people think of Lilo and Stitch, they usually picture heartwarming family moments, tropical vibes, and a whole lot of Elvis. So when Disney released a Lilo and Stitch game for the Game Boy Advance in 2002, most expected a kid-friendly platformer with a few cute mini-games thrown in. What we got instead? A run-and-gun action title that felt more like Contra than a family movie tie-in. Developed by Digital Eclipse and published by Disney Interactive, the game caught players off guard, in a good way. It put you in control of Stitch as he blasted through waves of enemies with alien weaponry, dodging explosions and taking down space invaders in side-scrolling action stages. Think Metal Slug meets Ohana. Lilo and Stitch on GBA was primarily a shooter platformer with a surprisingly mature tone for a licensed game. You played as Stitch in most stages, equipped with dual blasters and a fierce attitude. The gameplay involved navigating obstacle-filled levels, collecting power-ups, and blasting enemies in all directions. And let's not forget the Lilo stages. More puzzle-based and slower-paced, but they offered a nice balance to Stitch's explosive gameplay. These levels usually involve stealth elements, sneaking past enemies, or solving simple logic puzzles, adding variety to the overall experience. The art direction stayed true to the movie's aesthetic, with vibrant sprites, expressive animations, and detailed backgrounds that popped on the GBA's tiny screen. For fans of the film, this was more than just a marketing tie-in. It was genuinely a fun game. Critics and players alike were surprised by how much fun Lilo and Stitch was to play. It stood out in a sea of mediocre licensed titles and even earned comparisons to classic action games. It didn't try to just coast on the film's popularity. It delivered engaging gameplay with solid mechanics and a bit of an unexpected bite. The game is still fondly remembered by retro and handheld enthusiasts, and it's often brought up in conversations about underrated GBA titles. While it never received a direct sequel in the same gameplay style, its bold departure from the unexpected template left a lasting impression. Stitch may not have starred in a ton of games, but its early entry showed that Disney was willing to take some risks, especially in the handheld market. And with retro gaming making a comeback, titles like Lilo and Stitch on the GBA are being rediscovered by a new generation of players. It's a great reminder that sometimes, even the most unlikely franchises can deliver unforgettable gaming experiences when developers are given the freedom to get creative. Until next time, remember, Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. That's a wrap for this episode of Love's Retro Rumble. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your fellow gamers. Got thoughts, memories, or favorite moments from today's topic? Hit us up on our social media. Until next time, keep playing, keep exploring, keep looking for secret areas, and stay retro.